Hello, good evening. I've got something different on the bench today. This is one of my Seiko, what I buy from abroad, what I buy from China. It runs well. It's a nice looking watch, fluted bezel. Gold plating is quite thick, and the case is outstanding. But the movement, I bought a cheap Chinese copy. And it was cheap, and I've had a lot of problems with this stem assembly here. When I pull it out, it's very stiff to turn, but it does turn eventually, but I can't get it back in. It doesn't click, reset, and I've tried different lengths of stem. It's just not very good. See, I've tried and wind it back in here just the date. It's okay for me. I've had it for a bit. I haven't wore it much, to be fair. But I was referred to by a friend, thank you Billy, to this gentleman who's interested in buying something like this, and he's made an offer for it, so I'm going to sell it to him, but I can't sell him that. It'd be unfair. It's only a minor problem. It don't affect the running at watch that much, but you know, if you're going to buy it, you want it to be perfect. So I'm going to put that in, which is a new unbranded Seiko, brand spanker. So I'm going to put that in for him, and that's what I'm going to do. So, and if you're wondering, my latest project, which I've been doing, the Roma, if you look back at my channel menus, I'm having lots and lots of problems with it. I've just got to keep working through them. I'll show you in the video, but I'm not there yet, and sometimes I doubt if I ever will be. It's the most simplest thing. It's the keyless works, or the engagement for the day and time. I just can't get it to fire properly. So I've been on it for weeks now, not continuously, but you know, it's been the only watch on the bench. And I'm getting a bit fed up. This opportunity's come along. So I've decided to sell it and stick this in. As you can see, it runs really well. It's just that stem, and I've had this problem right from day one, and it's not the stem length. I've greased it up, I've lubed it. It's just not very good. It was half the price of the normal movements I buy, and it was an experiment to see. And quite frankly, it hasn't been worth the hassle. I shouldn't be doing this now for just sake of it's about £20 cheaper, I believe. And you'll see shortly. Oh, that's tight. Oh yeah, I don't want to be doing that noise. There we go. You really can't beat these cases and stuff. You know, it makes a mockery what you pay for modern watches. So if I remember rightly, it's a devil of a job to get the stem out. So bear with. Although if it gives me too much grief, I'm going to cut the bugger out. Let's have it on a cushion, shall we? It's a bit. That's better. I should have done that earlier. Now there's a small tag what appears when you press See, right from the off, this was a problem. That's there. As easy as it's ever gone. So that's a cracking case. It just wants a good clean, that does. And that dial is beautiful. It really is nice. I've never been to gold, but that's a cracker. That's a cracker. Right, what I need to do now is put the stem back in, stop the watch and hack it. So I can align the hands. Memory serves, I have to. Moment, I've got to be careful because that hand and dial is going on the new watch. I want to make sure that's nice and kept nice and clean. I'll put that in there. What I need to do is get this damn thing in again. There you go, I think that's in. Yeah, so I'm going to stop the watch and then I'm going to put it to where all the hands are lined up, which is approximately there. Now let's try again. That's good enough for government work. Oh, incidentally, the I wonder if you can see a difference in the quality of this the overhead camera, because I was doing about my business in the house, and all the alarms started going off. Burglar alarms started going off. Power went off, and I had a trip out. And it took me a while, but I realised it was my PC, and it was the camera. I took my PC to a PC shop, and it says I couldn't find anything wrong with it. But so I can only do. It was the camera, because I've had problems. I've always had problems with it. I wouldn't recommend buying one. The 4K, I think they're called mechanic cameras. They work okay. Quality is what you can see, but quality you get is what you can see. But you don't get there's remote control, and there's several switches on the top for zooming in and zooming out and reversing the screen, etc., etc. And they just don't work. This is the second one I bought and it don't work. So I wouldn't recommend getting one of them, and it costs £70–80, so they're not cheap. But I mean, with optical stuff, everyone knows you should pay a bit more money. Well, that's the problem dealing with China. You don't know if you're paying more money because you're better quality. Okay, that's gone well. So I'm going to put that under cover. That's pretty protected. So before I put the hands on, I just want to make sure this is nice and clean. I'll give it a full going over when I've got the case on, when it's all together. I've got some excellent gold polish. Which I'll do. It's the glass, what's the big visual. It's fine on the surface, you can wipe it out if it's, you don't want nothing on the inside, you know, no hair or little, oh it drives you bonkers, because the work you've got to do to get it out, it's awful. What the hell? These are small spectacle wipes, again from Aldi for about 99p. They're really marvellous. And they're good at cleaning your specs. So it's one wipe up. I might even drop this in ultrasonic just to get a nice one. I mean, it's very new. I've wore it just a few times. But if someone's buying it, you want them to really like it. Okay. Good evening. Welcome back for part 2, although you probably haven't seen much of a difference. I'm going to continue on. I'll just show you the, before I put the hands on, I'll just show you the case. All I've done, I've just polished it, getting a spit and polish, and put on the ultrasonic. I mean, it was new anyway, but it's just getting it that extra bit of shine. And you've got to bear in mind the price you pay for these from China. They're spectacular for the quality. They really are. You can see their little note there. The in the crown there, that's the waterproof stem. So you've got that, and you've got a gasket in your crown what tightens up. And that should seal, although I can't guarantee waterproof because I haven't got a tester. I nearly bought one at a show recently, at a watch show in Birmingham, but I didn't. So right, so I need to get the hands on here. So what I'm going to do first of all, the watch is, I've stopped the watch. It's got a hack system, so when you pull it out to set the hands, it stops. So you've got plenty of time. You haven't got to rush to get the hands on. So what I'm doing now is turning it through with 24 hours to ensure it's set at what they call mechanical midnight, which is, I think, is pretty obvious. So I'm looking for that date to start to change, and I know it'll be coming up on midnight. Here we go, look. How good timing, wasn't it? So I'm just turning that red down. As soon as that snaps, ooh, nearly. Hey, there we go. Right, so that is midnight. So I'll set the hour hand now on midnight. The minute hand I can set at any hour, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and so on. But the hour, because of the date, has to be midnight, obviously. Well, I think it's obvious. I'm sure you do too. Right, I'll get comfy. I ain't done this in a while. I just have to, as I've said before, the beauty with a hack, you set it at midnight and it can take me hours to this, it's fine. But when you set it, when you ain't got a hack and the watch just continues to run in, you're not so bad on the hour hand because you've got a bit more time. But the minute hand, if you muck about, you're going to be out by a minute, and it's dead annoying. So what I'll do here, just put a little bit of pressure on. To hold it. Get that at midnight. I think that looks midnight, don't you? Now I'll get my watch tool, which, as I've said before, cost me £60–70. Buy the European version, and it's over £1,700. Yep. And this, for an amateur, is absolutely brilliant. So all I do now is line that up, and then, oh, that was, you heard that click, that may have been a bit too much. So I'm winding the hour hand now, and just making sure it don't catch on anything, any of the, in fact it is slightly shorter than the integers, look, you can see there, which is nice, because you can go, it gives you a little bit more to play with. So that's coming up on midnight, it's not hitting the Seiko badge, so I'll go around and we'll see it change. I was a bit concerned there, because they don't normally go pop that loud, although it's kind of nice. Right, let's see if I've got the date change okay. Let's change it, it's 11 o'clock in the evening, we're coming up on midnight, we're coming up a couple of minutes to midnight. Boom. Not bad, slightly over, but no, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. So that's quite good. And the newer watches, I think it's Rolex has started it. They snap, it's instant. I have no idea how it works, and I suppose I ever will, but there's no gradual date change. It literally changes at midnight in the blink of an eye. So all I do now, I do it similar with the minute wheel. As I said earlier, when they're not hacked and the watch is running, I struggle with this because you're under a bit of pressure to get it on. It's got to be level. Now that's pretty midnighty, isn't it? Looks like midnight to me. So, because that's sitting well, I want to go straight to the tool, because this is a Bobby Dazzler. I should like hell with watches when I first started doing this, because I'm just using that hand press and it is subject to the tilt, and your wrist is subject to all sorts of things. I just push, 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 little tiny pushes,
you've got different size nibs. I just want to try and, because, oh, that went down a little. Sticking out of that in the centre is where we're going next. I don't think you can see that on camera, but you can see a little tiny pin there, and that's your second hand, and that sits proud through all this. That's why you have to have a tube to, let's see if we can get that on camera. They're a little tube, so they spare the second hand, which is this shaft or the arbor of your centre wheel. That's what you're connecting your second hands to. And when you're connecting your second hands, you can start the watch up, which I have done. I'll give it a bit of a whine because I don't know last time it was wired. But what I am going to do actually is I'm going to go through the 24 hours again, making sure that minute hand doesn't touch. Six o'clock. Let's have a look exactly when it changes then, shall we? What these have got to be they've got to be parallel with your obviously with your dial, because you can have it so it's nice at the top off, but when you get down to the bottom it can rub, and that means your hand isn't on square obviously. So right, we're coming up then, it's 11 o'clock. Let's keep an eye on it. Oh, look at that, not even a minute passed. So happy, happy, happy. Got a few light scratches on that minute wheel. I'll try and see if I can get it off. Minute wheel, minute hand. Yeah, a bit of dust on it. Right, so I'm going to get it running. Now the watch will be ticking away. Now this is the bastard. The second hand, I've got to try and attach this on it's smaller than a needle. But what I want to do, because this is so thin, it's hairspring like, so I want to make sure it sits flat, because sometimes it can get bent up a little bit. So I've got my trusty amble block. Oh, that's flat. I'll just show you what I'm doing. I just put it on there so it sits flat, and I can see that it's slightly raised on the end. It does make me laugh when I use this block, because you watch all the videos I watch and others as well, and they all seem to have this block, and it's cheap and it's perfect. It's a machine thing. These are certain sizes, different sizes on the end. You've got these for tapping various pins out. It's a popular tool. It wasn't expensive, but lots of us have got all the big guns who got me into this bloody hobby. Right, so what I've got to do now, this either goes straight away or you struggle. But what you haven't got to do is force it. I'm going to keep this in real time. I don't plan to edit this. What I find is placing it ooh, look at that baby. just resting on there very lightly, so I'm going to you don't know how much pressure to put in your hands. You want to push it on, but you don't want to touch the dial. I did one for a friend, and the minute, I think the minute or the hour hand actually came off, it lifted up. I just didn't push it down enough. So it's slightly embarrassing, but an easy fix. So you can see that's going rather well.
Oh, thank goodness. Okie dokie. This gorgeous case. Before I put this on, they're similar size, and I would be lucky. It won't. It won't happen because it never does. If the stems were the same.
Remember, this is the cheap Japanese one where I had nothing but trouble with the stem. It's very, very different. So I need to take the crown off because the crown's a special crown. It's like a waterproof thingy. Oops, sorry. Always where it goes wrong. I had an extension on there. I forgot, but I did because all the trouble I had with it. What I'm trying to do now is get the crown off. I need this to come off. I'm in a predicament. There you go.
And this is a bundle of fun.
Because now I've got to get a stem.
What fits in the case? Okay, here's my box of stems.
And I've got it wrote on the bottom of there, 14.81 millimeters. But what I did find is they do vary, and it takes, there's going to be a lot of in and outy. But that's the stem. Obviously that there
I trimmed to suit the case. The one what's come, but the one what you get with it is
that, so you can see the same. But my job now is to trim that so that fits perfect, and it's pain in the arse.
so I need some
Snippy snips.
and I need my vernier.
So that's 14.8. So I'll set that to 14 point. I'll set to 15 because, as you know, it's easy to take it off. That'll do. Lock that up. Let me get my new stem. Make a bit of room. This is fiddly as a fiddly thing from Fiddleton. There's a good chance that I will edit this bit and save you the boredom, but I'll do the first cut. I'll do the first cut with you, and then we'll just refine. Yeah, and what we at? Oh no, I marked my mat. So let's have a go. I'll want to file. And what you do, you hold the end you want and chop the back and cut the dead end off. Well, it's obvious way to that, because when you cut it, it does go flying. Sometimes never to be seen again. So that bats around the room. I don't know if you heard that. You just take the burr off. When you've done all this, you've got to take it off one last time and thread lock it. I didn't on one, and it bloody come loose. Oh, I was so annoyed. And I will grease this when it goes in for the last time. I will grease this. I'm just going to hold gently that square, the dry part, and screw this on it. Okay, we're biting. Okay, I won't call that tight, but it's nipped up. Okay, let the you two guys say hello and introduce you. Oh, I thought that was some spots. Oh, it is on. Oh, it's arc on the outside. Always best gear to blow. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the watch there. Now that's 3 o'clock position. This is a 3 o'clock position here. So I'm going to try. I'm going to put it upside down. I have to get it out. Three o'clock. Date's at 3 o'clock. Now this is a fiddly bit because you've got to put it in flat and level. Not too bad. Just want to sink it down square. Reasonable. Look at that, you can see that's slightly off, it wants lifting. And you can see here we're not quite in line, look. What happens when you put the stem in, that sort of centralises it anyway, so now that goes in there. You have to turn it to engage the drive for the square. And you can see now that's fully in. Let's wind in and other actions, but I think that's just a little bit too big, because now that should wind on that collar. And it doesn't. So it's probably, I always do this, I should be a bit more confident in that size. When that's done, when it's out in that position, it needs to be just loose of those threads, so when you turn it, it doesn't catch the threads and tighten up. So I'm going to try and measure that approximately. Perfect mundo. I haven't switched the damn thing on. Right, we're on. We'll reset. Let's do it again. Yeah, that's lovely. That's beautiful. I could do this all day, just keep brushing them all day, and I've got to know when to stop. Right, I wonder where I got that from. My friends in China. And all that is just like, I think that's like a Vaseline to keep the water seal supple. It's probably the easiest thing you'll do. Okay, it's crystal pie. So obviously I've got to make sure that that's nice and clean as well. So I'll give that a buff. I've put my bloody IPA away as well. Now tonight, in the wild world. Got no music on. Although it's an exciting night for me tonight, actually, I should tell you all this. I'm just cleaning this up now. It's a very exciting night because tonight, it's the 28th, Saturday. It's Saturday night and I've got nothing better to do than to fix watches on my own. But there you go, we'll not discuss that. But tonight's very exciting because the clocks go forward. We come off GMT, we'll be on GMT +1. And it's the better one. So tomorrow morning I'll be all excited and get up early because I'll have lots of clocks and watches to adjust. What better way is to spend a Sunday morning? If there is a way, well, please tell me because I don't know. Yeah, I could think of some, but hey, let's not go there. think the rotor was caught on the glass. Ooh, that gave me a scare, but I better just watch that. Because sometimes if that's screwed in too tight, that can cause a few problems as well. So I don't know. Okay, let's turn it over and have a look. There you have it. That's lovely, isn't it? What I'll do now, I'll run it for a couple of days. Just make sure the bloody hands don't fall off or something embarrassing. And hand it over. I love these straps with screws in, they're so bloody good. He says. I tell you, watchmaking's like nothing I've experienced on earth. It's so unforgiving. Well, maybe most on earth's perhaps an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Sometimes the most mundane job, straightforward. I want to change the back of a watch, I had to spare. Oh, I ended up just taking the whole thing apart. Because it was catching on the movement. There we go. And I did one of these to Martina for her husband for his birthday, a beautiful one. And she came back that one of the screws had come out, and I thought it was. I was a bit embarrassed because I thought I'd done it, but no, it wasn't. So, but I've already checked that the rest of these are tight. Right, so that's it. It's off. It's ready to go. I should say I'll better set the time. And what time we got? 1934, and it's the 28th. So I'll go to set a weight tool there. Then I'll set it to the time, the PM. I have got a watch what's a 24-hour watch. It's beautiful, and you don't do any PM. So the date's changed. I shall set it to 1936. Oh, wow, it's 8 o'clock. I better go and hit the G&T. I'll wait for that to change. So just humour me. There we go. So that's set spot diddly on. Oh, I'll set the date. And pull it out to the middle one. There you go, I think that's the middle one, yeah, and then you can quick set the 25, 26, 27, 28. Pop it in. See, that Chinese dad just wasn't doing that. You were so fanning about so much. And that's your lot. Okay, here's a bit of a time grapher snap I took from earlier on when I was redoing it. So a bit of an abrupt end, but I hope you like it, Ian. Sorry there's no better photos towards the end, but take this opportunity to say thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I shall see you again. Might get that Roma done finally. But thank you anyway, and good night.